Okay, here we are at Kenosha History Center at the Homecoming Car Show, and I'm with your name.
Gary Steely from Cleveland, Ohio.
Wow, Gary, nice, thanks for so much for coming. You got an excellent car here. Let's hear all about it. What car do we have? Yeah.
Well, it's a 1974 Gremlin, not an X, but a Levi edition with a factory V8, factory side exhaust, and it has 29,000 original miles, and I'm the original owner.
Really?
I ordered this car in June of 73, and I took delivery on it November 1st of 73. That's how long it took for them to make this car.
It's in excellent condition. How do you keep it in such good condition?
Well, I did have it repainted. This is the original color, but I had it repainted 14 years ago. This paint job is 14 years old.
What's the fascination about American Motors cars? Why were they so special?
Well, back in Cleveland, Ohio, we had a big Ford plant in Cleveland, Ohio, a big Chevy plant in Cleveland, Ohio, and all my friends had Mustangs and Camaros. And I said, you know what? I can beat you with a Rambler. And they said, no, you can't. And I said, yes, I can. And that's what I did.
I like that little Gremlin that you got.
A friend of mine made that for me. Yeah,
Really?
yeah, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that was really nice. Here's a picture of my wife and I the day we got married. Check that out.
Very nice.
Friday the 13th, 1974. And I still have the wife and the car, and they both look a whole lot better than what I've turned out. So
Yeah. What do you think? What do you think of the event so far today?
this is a great place. I came up here for the 100th anniversary back in 2002. I was here for homecoming in 2014, 2017, and was ready for it in 2020 until, we all know what happened there. And so that's why I'm back. I can't resist. This is such a great town. This is really nice.
Car show, and I am with your name.
John Cairo.
John, nice to see you today. Thanks for coming out. Let's talk about the car that you have behind us.
Okay. It's a 1970 Big Bag Green AMX. I've owned it since 1987.
Oh, is it the original paint color, or did you?
It is one of 74 original Big Bag Green color cars. It was an optional color back in the day. It's the 390 4-speed car.
Is this your only collectible car that you've had? Or?
I've had a couple of AMXs in the past. I also have a Mark Donahue Javelin that I just restored. Yep.
Why is the fascination about AMC cars so special here today?
Well, I think first of all, it's it's the little guy. They were the number 4 guy. With the big 3. So I mean, it's the underdog. So I think people kind of like the underdog and cheer for the underdog. And of course, they were built here in Kenosha. So I think you've got that homecoming. You've got the nostalgia of it, and just the camaraderie. And they were built here. So I think that's why people like to come back here and celebrate. And it's always the largest show in the country. It's always here.
What do you think of the event so far today?
It's great. I was at Mars Cheese Castle on Wednesday, and then Cortez's on Thursday. A lot of cars going out there. Meeting a lot of different people from all over the country. They're here, and then tonight, with the parade was amazing. From South Park all the way to here. Single file with cars all the way here was great.
Okay, here we are at the Kenosha Homecoming Car Show today, and I'm with your name.
Merle Larson.
And Merle, let's hear about what car are we standing next to.
1968 AMC AMX.
Oh, wow. Now, when did you get that?
2 years ago.
Okay, what made you get that?
I had one when I was a teenager. The first car was a 69 AMX, and I just fell in love with the AMC AMXs,
I see a lot of AMXs around. What's so special about the AMX?
Well, it's a fast little car. It's a 2-seater, and it was a good quality car, and very dependable.
It's in great condition. Did you have to do anything to it, or is that how it came?
I bought it this way. The only thing that I redid is the rear bumper. I re-chromed it. Everything else was stock. I put new tires on it, the original polyglass tires. It's all stock and original.
Were you here all week? Did you go to the
Yeah, we took off the whole week of work just to come to the whole homecoming show and everything. We were in the parade and everything. It was really, really nice. It's like Christmas. It's like Christmas to me here with all the AMC cars. You know.
With all the AMC cars and a lot of the crowd, what is so special about AMC cars?
Well, American made. A lot of people from this community in Wisconsin work there. A lot of people, so it's a lot sentimental, you know. So there's a lot of people families that worked at the American Motors plant, and you know, it makes it special. You know, the cars are just made really well. You know.
Okay, here we are at the Homecoming Car Show in Kenosha by the Kenosha History Center, and I'm with your name.
My name's Dave Wilmold.
Dave, what a great event today. What do you think of the event so far today?
Great. It's been beautiful. This last cruise was excellent. I've never been on a better one.
Well, you got a great car. It just stuck right out. Let's hear all about it. What car are we standing by?
Well, thank you. It's a 1969 Javelin SST 390 Go-Pack car. I got it given to me in 1976 with a blown motor in it. I was a Chevy guy. I didn't know anything about AMCs. So I threw the 390 away, put a 294 speed in it, drove it, changed it over the weekend, and drove it for 10 years. The thing was all rotted and everything else. I put it in the garage, and I said, I'll do it someday. So, and there it is.
And you've had it ever since.
I have. Well, I gave it to my sons. I did it over for them, let them drive it, and then one of them sold it back to me.
You can't part with it.
No.
What's so special about an AMC car?
Well, this is it's got a 390 in it. It's got I got a 4-speed in it. It's got I've got throttle body injection on it. It's a real fun car. And then my son and I fabricated the CUDA stripe that's on the side of it.
And you're from where are you from?
Massachusetts.
Really?
Yep.
Well, welcome to Wisconsin. Thank you so much for the drive up here.
We drove it about 1,100 miles,
Okay.
and we'll be going home Sunday.
That's it, and I'm with your name.
Richard Douglas.
Richard, what car are we standing in front?
This is a 1965 Rambler Marlin. It was the first year that they made the Marlin. Marlin's a very unusual and car that weren't very many made of to begin with, and now there's only around 500 of these cars left in the world.
What made you get one?
It's just cool looking. I just fell in love with the look. I saw it online and I decided I had to have one. It took me over a year to find one that was for sale. That's how kind of scarce they are.
And you're from, where are you from?
I'm from Messina, New York. I drove this car 945 miles to get to Kenosha.
Thank you for coming. What do you think of the event today and this week?
I think this has been one of the best events that I've been to, and I've been to a lot of events. The organization has been fantastic, and every day there's a number of things to do, and everybody I've met has been really, really nice, and I really like your city of Kenosha.
What do you think so special about the AMC cars?
I think they were on the cutting edge of a lot of things that they came up with that other car makers hadn't done yet. There's something that when you go to a show, and I was just at Syracuse National's car show, and there was almost 9,000 cars there, and there was only about 50 AMC out of 9,000 cars. So that's everybody just loves them. You know, you drive up and people, they just all burst into a big grin and they're like, oh, that's so cool, and it's just a lot of fun.
Ron Riveski.
And Ron, what car are we standing back?
We're looking at a 1965 Rambler Marlin. Well, now the Marlin was an attempt by American Motors to make a personal luxury car. In fact, these cars were called halo cars. The manufacturer would send 2 of them to all of their dealerships to attract buyers. And of course, a lot of them were sold too. They sold 10,327 of them in their first year, which was almost half the production for 1965.
When did you get yours?
I got this. I found it up in Iola, Wisconsin in 2011.
And where are you from?
I'm from Minooka, Illinois, which is just a little west of Joliet, Illinois.
Great.
Yeah.
What do you think of the event today?
Oh, I love it. We come here all the time. You know, I think there's more people at this one than I've ever seen at any of them. This is really nice.
So with such a big crowd throughout the week, why do you think there's such a special admiration for the AMC Rambler cars?
Well, because they were the last independent automaker, I think, for one. A lot of people here especially are kind of independent.
And my dad he worked for GM, but he bought the Ramblers, so he was kind of a rebel in that part. So.
Dave Ferlin,
And Dave, what car do we have in back?
1969 Rambler Rogue SC Rambler model,
When did you get it?
1973.
And you've had it ever since.
I've had it ever since.
It's in excellent condition. Did you do anything to it after you first got it?
Oh, lots of stuff. Rebuilt the motor twice, painted it twice, and drove the heck out of it.
So many cars, so many people here today. What's so special about AMC cars?
Well, they're a rare breed, that's for sure. You got to really want to have a car to have an AMC car, I mean, they're just, and then especially if you got a red, white, and blue one, that's even better.
Is that the original paint scheme, or?
Original paint scheme.
And even the interiors really is perfect.
Yeah, I redid that last year.
What do you think of the event today?
Oh boy, it's huge, and it's going to be better tomorrow. Oh, it's going to be awesome.
Well, I'll tell you, you got one of the best cars here. We thank you so much for talking with us today, and enjoy the rest of the day.
Thank you.